Hello, everyone. It's Coach Betty, and I am so thrilled to have Dr. Louann Brizendine on the line with me. Welcome to Green Think, Louann.
Oh, thanks for having me back again. I remember we talked when the female brain came out.
Well, I am just so excited. Dr. Brizendine is an MD and the author of 2 books, The Female Brain, and recently released The Male Brain just last week. And the female brain got all kinds of attention. It was translated into many, many languages because you have been a pioneer with this research on the brain. It's very recent, just in the last 10 years, that we even understand there were differences between the male and the female brain. So what made you look there?
Well, you know, when I was in medical school, I can remember sitting in the classroom and raising my hand, asking my professor after he'd explained a study he was telling us about. And I said, well, what were the sex differences? And he replied, well, we don't study the sex differences. They would just mess up the data. So that was the era still when only medical research studies were being done all on men. Even, Betty, even the birth control pill was studied on men.
Wow. So they didn't think there was really any difference, or it was just about the data being messed up?
No, well, actually, they didn't believe there's any difference. They thought we all had unisex brains, unisex bodies. So, I mean, everything was supposed to be the same. And, of course, you know, all of our brains, males and females, are more alike than different, since, after all, we are the same species. But there are some significant differences. I'll give you an example. You know, we all start off after conception with female-type brain circuits until about 8 weeks of gestation, when the tiny testicles in the male fetus start to pump out huge amounts of testosterone, marinating the brain, changing it into male brain circuits. It does things like it fertilizes an area in the male brain hypothalamus called the area for sexual pursuit. That's all one word. It's a technical word that scientists use, but it tells you what it does. The area for sexual pursuit in the male brain becomes 2.5 times larger. And, of course, males all their life run on about 10 to 15 times more testosterone than we do in their brain and body. So that gives you a little idea of the magnitude of what we're talking about in some areas.